Jason, your host, and I do models and electronics. Today we're doing a few things. I'm just going to get a couple people into the group here. Definitely messed up. So we're just going to get started here in a few minutes. We're going to talk about what's going on, and I have a cool little build for a power supply using the lead from a TS100. So I just building this for some people that wanted some interesting stuff about that. So just need to notify them that I am live. Okay, so now I can pull this back up. Okay, so let's talk about what we are looking at. This is a power unit. Look at that in a minute. I got a package and I haven't opened it yet, so I'm going to do that right now. Excuse me. Alright, so I'm not sure what this is. I'm assuming it's from AliExpress. And, oh, nope, it's from eBay. Oh, no, it's not. It's from Amazon. So it is some Breakout Boards. Hey, Philip, how's it going? Hey, David. So, yeah, it's my 5-piece Breakout Boards. I'll show you what I got here. So, these are pretty cool. I'm going to do some things with these. I have some issues putting M92 down. So, I got these QFN 40 boards. So, I can put M92 down and also use it as a breakout board to measure all the levels. It has 32 on the back, but so 40. So I'm gonna practice putting M92 down on there with an old chip. I don't want to lose those. Okay. All right, let's talk about a power supply. So this is something I built years ago. It is a single adjustable power supply unit. It runs on a 5.5 or 5 millimeter 2.1 barrel jack, and then I have a barrel jack output here. And it can run off of the power supply from a TS100 soldering iron. So I have that adapter here. This is 19 volts, 2.1 amps. So if I plug this in to its power, you're not going to be able to see it, and then I take the lead and I plug it in here, it turns on my meter, and then I can set the voltage, voltage set. So I can set it up to, so we're going to say it's set into 5. Okay, well, we'll go back to 5 volts. So I haven't used this in a while, so right now it's set for 5 volts, 0.5 amps, and then if I turn it on, I'm putting out 5 volts, 0 amps because it's not drawing any current. But you just turn it on and off like that. So this is a very simple, very cheap power supply, and I downloaded this housing to print it on my 3D printer. And the actual housing is designed for banana jacks and different power connectors, but I just use these. But as you can see, it holds the board down there. This is a high output buck boost converter for DC to DC, so it can take anywhere from 5 volts in to 36 volts and convert it from anywhere from 0.5 volts up to 30 volts. So no, yeah, I think it can go to 30 volts. Let's see. No, voltage. Let's see what it can go to. Let's see what we can go to. We can go to 32 volts. So we can set this to 32 volts. And if I go to amperage, I can go to 5.1 amps. So right there. I can set 32 volts, 5.1 amps. So yeah, so you use like a universal laptop power supply. That's the one that came with my TS100, and people asked about the TS100 power supply. And again, you just put one of these leads on there. Let's turn it off. Connect it to the input side, and then on the output side, you connect it to your output lead, which I have a banana jack on there, and that's easy to convert to barrel jack. I just take my, where's my cables at? I have a cable here, so I have a cable here, I just plug into there, and then I have my banana jacks. I can put adapters on there, so it's good to go. But let me talk about this a little bit more. This is overkill for injecting voltage. All you need is one of these units here. It's a little bit bigger than this. I don't have, actually, yeah, I do. Give me 1 second. I'm going to be back in a second. I normally don't leave during my streams, but I'll be back in 1 second. Okay, this is a test bench I built many years ago when I first started working at home after I retired. This is got 2 meters built into it, 2 power supplies. The power supplies are similar to that, but they're all encased and there's no separate board. And this one, like, you can take your power jack to it and plug it into the side, and then you turn on, that's a meter. Can't remember what the switches do. That's my load. There's a meter right there. So there's one of the meters on, power supplies, I'm sorry. And there's the other power supply booting up. So I could have dual outputs with these banana jacks here. And these are very cheap power supply units, and this is cheap plastic I glued together for my scale modeling. But there I have 2 outputs. Output here, I can set them up to 5 amps a piece, up to 32 volts, all that good stuff. So this is just something I built. Like I said, it has meters on it. It has electronic load. It has a pulse width modulation generator. But again, it runs off a laptop power supply or a TS100. You don't need all that stuff. You could just put in 2 of the meters. Let me go here to AliExpress and show you these meters here. Let's go to monitor 2. So let's take a look here. So, and I'll post these links in chat. So this is a DC to DC buck boost DIY. Let's see what we got here. Okay, no, I don't want to do that. So here's one right here from 1990 to, or from 1390 to 1990. This is very similar to what I have. This doesn't have buttons. This is all rotary dial. This is actually a newer version of what I have here. So let's copy this link and let's paste this in chat. Okay, that's weird. Oh, it's too long to paste in chat. There, that should be it. So there's that. That's a great meter. It does 0.5 to 30 volt, 0.6 volts to 30 volts. 5 amps, so that's more than you need. You can also get it with a PC support, so you can run it off of your PC. That's pretty good for, it's going to be cheaper in pounds, but that's that. And then you need the, let's do DIY barrel jacks wires. You can get these type, or I'm looking for the ones like, here we go, right here. So here are these type of barrel jacks. Paste that in the chat here. Okay, so there's the wires, and boom, that's it, you're done. So, that's it. You get this, or 2 of these if you need 2 power supplies. You get 1 package of this, and you're good to go. And then you can, run, some, you can get some DIY barrel jacks, or not, DIY banana jacks. So you can even use Wago connectors to hook everything up. That's what I wish I did on that unit. I may redo it with Wago connectors. You can get plug terminals like that if you put it in a box. That's what I used. Here, I'll just link exactly what I used. This is what I used right here. So that's basically all you need. If you add that up, you're looking at, in American, 2 of these, you're looking at $28 for 2 meters, and $3 for the cords. So less than $30 for a dual output. That's a dual output power supply. Now Amazon also sells these if you want it a little bit quicker. DC to DC buck boost. See, Jork, this is the company that made mine. They're an open source company. They're pretty good. If you're looking for an all-in-one unit, these are nice right here. I didn't see these on Amazon. Where are they at? Oh, of course he didn't. That's not what I was looking for. I wanted this specific unit. Here we go. So this right here is $13.99, and it's a power supply. You just feed in. You take here. I have one actually. This is one right here. Oh, let me put it on the camera. This is one right here. You just feed in your line voltage in here, and then you have your output. You have a USB port on it. You have a output line on it, and again, you just take one of these barrel jacks and wire it in and plug your TS100 in. Let me show you. So I'm going to take one of my barrel jack leads, and I'm going to grab a screwdriver out of here. Alright, so I'm going to take one of these, and this side is positive, it tells you. Yeah, this is not as easy to use or as adjustable, but as you can see, they're only $13.99 on Amazon. So if you want something cheap that's all in one. So there we go. So I got that connected there. I will plug in my TS100. And now I have 0 amps out. That's power usage. Right now I have 19 volts on the input and 0 on the output. So 5 volts. 5 volts on the output, I'm sorry. So then I can adjust the voltage on... it has a constant current, constant voltage. Which one is it? I think this is voltage here. So, yeah, there's my voltage. So, if I can get on this. So, there's my voltage going up 6.8. So, I think I can get this up to... Okay, this won't go higher than my supply voltage, so this is just a buck converter. But they make these in buck boost. So the one I showed you that's 39 or $13.99, so this one right here is just a buck converter. But if you put in 19 volts, you can get 12 volts and 5 volts out. So you can actually daisy chain 2 of these together off of a TS100. But that is... this is another cheap solution for a little variable power supply. You can turn it off and on. You can have a USB port on it. So, it's cool. I had this. I built this. I believe it was from Amazon. The newer ones are way nicer. They have nicer displays and better adjustment pots on it. So that is a way to go. They do make a buck boost, but not in a case. If you're looking for something in a case. There are a ton of options that you can do for cheap power supplies that run off a laptop plug. Here's another one like I have. This is the exact one I have. $13.59. There's one for $9.99 without the case. Oh, that's just 24 to 5 volts. Here's one right here that's a 9-volt regulator. Takes 5 to 23 volts, and it does 12 volts. 1.11 volts to 18 volts. Yeah, that one doesn't have a USB port though. Hey Phil, how's it going? But there is. But if you're using a, let me link this one thing in the chat. Let me go back here. This is a nice one right here. Let me put that in the chat. There's that one. And then let me link the one that I have that was on the other page that actually has the USB port on it, because some people would like to have a USB out on it. Yeah, this is the one I have. I like this one. I mean, I used it for a long time until I built my other units. Actually, I built most of that stuff at the same time, trying to fill a need. But let's go back to the overhead. But yeah, so this is a nice little unit. You can plug in your just plug your stuff in and you're good to go. You know, and if you're doing standard 5 volts or 12 volts, just set them and forget them. Just, you know, put a 5-volt label on one and a 12-volt label on one, and just set them and forget them. And if you need a different voltage, you know, set a different one for a different voltage. But you have that option. If you just want a single and with 3D printed case, this is that option. I linked these from AliExpress. They're cheap. Yeah, I will. I'm going to use my BGA workstation. I got a plane ticket to Phil's house to pick it up. I got to go pick it up first. You know, they're in lockdown, so I can't go pick it up right now. Okay, so yeah, little power supply that I don't use, but it's nice to have. All right, what else do I have? Oh, I have this. This is a arc lighter, and it doesn't work. It's new, but it's got all kinds of, I don't know, gunk on it. I don't know. It's battery powered. It's definitely charged. It's got 3 lights on it, and it's blinking, so it's charging. Yeah, I know where it is. I'm well aware of where it is. All right. I wouldn't be a good stalker if I didn't know where it was. So I'm going to take this apart and see what's inside. Huh, that's weird. Had a screw in the bottom. I thought this was going to slide out. Huh. I wonder if it has a screw under this, whatever this is. This is like a push button. Let's get the opening tools. Oh, that's just going to break it. This is going to be boring if I can't get this open. I need to send it to Big Clive. He'd just get this open right away. definitely moving. I think that battery's swollen. There it goes. Oh yeah, that's nasty. What is this? Oh, it doesn't look like battery goop. Looks like whatever it is corroded that switch. The switch doesn't feel like it's pressing anymore. Alright. I'm not worried about it not having an EU adapter. I got 220 volts here. Alright. Remember, I used to design power supplies for overseas countries, so I have an adapter for every country's power supply grid. It's a tiny battery. There's the step-up coil. I can rewrap this in Kapton tape if necessary. Alright, so doesn't feel like the switch is working. Oh, this is... Now let's get a better look at this. Let's zoom in here. Okay, so here's what we got. We got the switch plate. We have a switch here that I can't tell if it's dirty. We have some kind of gunk in here. I don't know what that is. I'm going to clean it in a minute. We have our step-up coil. We have a 220 milliamp hour cell. We have a switch that allows the unit to turn on when this lever is opened. And then it looks like this switch should trigger this MOSFET here. Is it a MOSFET? Yeah. Oh, there's two MOSFETs. They're driving the coil to give it the arcing action. And then we have a chip. But is it just that this switch is dirty? I just love it when everything's got power. You know, this steps up to a high voltage. had some kind of corrosion on it. It's weird. Let's take a look at this switch mechanism. What that is. Appears to press on the copper side. Love to see where this makes a connection at. What makes a connection? I'm not gentle enough to do things like this. So that was down there like that. Is it a capacitive touch type thing? This is weird. See, we just have a resistor and an LED down there. Let's see. No, that might be a switch or something. Let's look at it on the camera here. Okay, so that is... Of course, my scope lights aren't working. So, is that an LED or a conductive wire? I think it's an LED. There's one way to find out if it's an LED. Oh, this is a perfect time to use the LCR tweezers, because it has a diode mode. So we're going to get out the LCR tweezers here, and we're going to put it in diode mode, and I'm going to shove them in this hole right here and see if anything happens. Yeah, it lights up. It's a blue LED. Oh, sorry. See, it lights up blue LED. Okay, so what happens if I light that LED with it open? Nothing happens if I light that LED with it open. Huh. That's strange. Let's go back. Alright. So, zoom out a little bit. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I don't read my chat. I see what you guys are talking about, but it's not really, you know. So, you guys are talking about Phil stuff anyways. So, I don't know. This thing is weird. It's filthy. I'm not sure what's going on. What does that look like under there? Does that look like it's supposed to be soldered on or something, or making a connection? Does it look like it may have been broken off or corroded or something? It just looks like it's corroded there. I know, it's pretty nasty. I don't understand how this happened. It never went outside, it just sat on the bench. I'm baffled how this switch is working. There's nothing on the other side of this. This is strange. So, I wonder if it works on some form of capacitive touch. I don't see a transistor to do that. Hey Diego, how's it going? Alright. Yeah, these are definitely transistor MOSFETs probably for that. Looking at the back here. These two blue wires, where do they go? short these two blue wires out. Should turn on. And it doesn't. Okay, so I don't know if the microcontroller's dead or what. The charge circuit may still be working, but the microcontroller may very well be dead. Let's see here. Because the lights don't come on when it's open, but when I hook a charger to it, which is run by this chip here, this right here is the charge control chip. Right here, that's going to be your battery regulation chip. And you have your resistors and you have your 4 LEDs. But this microcontroller that doesn't have any markings on it is going to control the input from this opening to turn it on. It's going to regulate these two MOSFETs to charge the coil so it arcs. What else do we have down there? We have resistors for the voltage dividers for the MOSFETs. We have another little chip down here. That may... Oh, no, that's the battery chip. So... looks like the switches come in to pin 1, and this is, where does that go to? I need to see where that goes to. That may just be ground. Where does it go to that via? It does go to that via. Where does that via go? That via. It goes to the via where there's 2 of them. It goes to this one here, which comes to this one. Which is, see, they go underneath the chip. I can't tell if it's this pin here. So let's look at this again if I can find it. Yeah, that's what it was going to be. It was going to be for burning labels. That's what the whole purpose of it was. Yeah, check battery voltage. Alright, I can do that real quick. I'm not going to have the meter on the screen. Okay, so here is positive, here is negative. I got 3.4 volts on the battery. So, and like I said, it'll charge the battery if I plug this into my shielded socket here. And I open it.
See, it lights up that it's charging the battery. So, not sure. So it's saying that, you know, it's almost full, so I don't even know if it's... Let's see if it's charging the battery. Let's do that. I love playing around with batteries, let me tell you. So it was at 3.4. It's at 3.45. No, it's not charging the battery at all. It's still at 3.45. So it's not charging the battery. So that makes me wonder if battery voltage is getting to the chip. So, yeah, because it says it's fully charged now. And there's no way it's fully charged. Okay, so let's examine this a little bit further here. First thing I want to do is find my battery voltage pin. So if I come in here, alright, so there's my battery plus. And I can't see where that goes. All the stuff connected to it. And it goes up to that, which feeds into that. So it's giving that the exact amount of battery voltage. But it's gotta go to one of these vias back to this chip. So I want to check the voltage drop across this resistor. Voltage drop across that resistor is 0 volts. Okay. That's interesting. Let's check the voltage drop across this resistor. You know, I got a fancy pair of tweezers. Let's do that. So let's do it with the tweezers. There it is, voltage drop. We have a voltage drop on this resistor. It's a negative voltage, so I'm going to turn it around. Okay, it's millivolts. It's not going to read that accuracy. Let's check it with the meter. No. There's power there, but it's not referenced. Okay, so, and let's just check this LED resistor. Yeah, same difference. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to get into it anymore. I just wanted to look at it. I thought it was going to be corroded, and a simple clean it, and it was going to work. It was $3 or $4. I'm not really sweating it. I might do more. Might do a video on explaining how these things work using this board, but I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I do have some interesting other things we can look at. Oh, excuse me. Okay. Let me just get something to drink. get out and see what we're gonna do. Ooh, what's in here? It's a pair of Joy-Cons. Alright, people, here's what we're gonna do. Sneak preview, the video is coming out very soon of the liquid damage switch. You have to see the fix. It was a pretty cool fix. I had some mistakes on it and stuff, but I need to test this to see if it works with Joy-Cons and everything. I charged it yesterday and then I never got around to testing it, so I need to I could take that off of there. Alright, so I need to put this on here. But everything seems to be working on it. I just need to test it with Joy-Cons and connect to the internet. And, you know, test the game card and all that good stuff. I ordered some boxes that are going to have a label on them to ship my switches I sell in.
So that's going to be interesting.
Oh no, the Joy-Cons are work. I already fixed them. They had drift. They're my test Joy-Cons for out here. And if someone wants them with a unit, I will, you know, sell them. But I use those for testing. See, sometimes that feels like it's on there, and then it ends up not being on there, and that's irritating. Alright. So, when I do a test, I just put in the 4 back screws. So, I just put in the 4 Y-wing screws. I have to take it off and add some thermal paste to the heat shields, and I don't know, this is how I do it. Everybody does it their own way. There's no right way to do anything. You do it the way that works for you, and this way works for me. So, you know, unless you're Phil, then you're a Jedi Master, so.
You know, not everybody can be a Jedi Master.
Really, I didn't think you had poor quality in October and November. Oh, you're talking about the filming stuff you haven't released yet. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now, Phil. Yeah. I always have poor content. So let's just make sure this charges still. After I did that, and we'll run some tests. So let's plug the old charger in, and it's charging. Let's turn E on. It turns on. 800 milliamps. Okay, and my touch still works. Okay, so let's test this bad boy. So Joy-Con did not read. Okay. Well. No reading on the Joy-Cons. Okay. Huh, interesting. That is interesting. They won't even register that they're sliding down. Huh. See if we can find some controllers. Well, these controllers are dead as a doornail. Hold on one second. Donovan, go get me a set of Switch controllers, please.
What?
Go get me a set of Joy-Cons. Either mine or the other two-player. I don't know, it may be the Joy-Cons. These are not even turning on. These may be dead too, so they may need batteries. That could be interesting. Is the version 3 Joy-Con better? Now, I just bought some new Joy-Cons, and they're not very good. I'm already starting to have issues with disconnection and stuff. I thought it was the Switch, and it turns out it happens with two different switches. It was only one set of the Joy-Cons that I got that are doing it, but it's very annoying.
And is it yours?
Now these are my personal Joy-Cons, and it connects, and it connects. Okay, so it was the Joy-Cons. Whew. That had me worried. Okay, so, alright, that had me worried a bit. Okay, so, yeah, let's check an SD card. Oh, this is not good, not good, not good, not good. Where did I put those things at? Oh, that's not good. I hope I seriously didn't misplace all my test stuff. I had it in a container for testing stuff, and then I was like, I'm gonna move it. Oh wait, no, it was there the whole time. I just didn't see it. Okay, well, that's my bad. So let's try this mini SD card. So it was where I labeled it to put it the whole time. So, how do I know if it registered that? So the mini SD card is not hooked up, I don't think. I don't think that hooked up right. Yeah, the mini SD card didn't hook up right. So I gotta fix that. Let's just try this one. Yeah, so that's not reading. So the mini SD card's not reading. Let's check the game card slot. Yep, that reads a game. No, I don't want to download the update. So it appears to be playing a game. So, wow, 1.2 terabytes of footage. Wow, that's insane, Phil. Okay, so it plays a game. It also plays a game from the NAND because this is a game that was downloaded on here. So this was a game that was downloaded. So yep, that works. So let's check the Wi-Fi. Why is airplane mode on? That's weird. Searching for networks. I don't have a hidden message in mine. I have let's see if this connects. Yep, boom. Okay, so we got internet, everything but the SD card reader. What is that? What? System update required. No, we're not doing a system update garbage. I'm going to factory reset this thing. Alright, let's see if I can get the mini SD card reader to work. So I'm going to figure out what's going on with that. And then this is out the door. Screwdriver, of course. Everybody wants a switch trace repair video, Phil. Yeah, it wasn't even connected. Okay, so I'm going to peel that sticker off for a second. Before I do that, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, that feels like it's in there this time. I always find that it feels to take that plastic off. Burn a compartment box tonight. Y'all gonna force me to murder label live streamed, right? Is that what's gonna happen here? You're gonna, you know, force me to murder a label? Is that what you guys want? The carnage? Let's see if this takes an SD card now. Alright. Yep. Works. Okay, so we are good to go. We are going to put this back together. Together forever. And this is ready to go out the door. This is probably my fastest fix and turnaround of a Nintendo Switch. If I wasn't waiting on a part, I would have had it done day of, the day I got it. So I'm getting better, I'm getting faster. I could also move a little faster, but you know, I move at the pace that's needed. That's how I, you know, if I need to move faster, I'll move faster, but you know, I move at the pace I'm needed. So, like right now I'm waiting on boxes, so, you know, it doesn't have to be done today, but we're going to get it done anyways. This would be an interesting video, the second part when it comes out. There is a third part, but it's pretty stupid, so I don't know. I think I might just tack it to the end of the second part as like a bonus thing or something. Alright, so there we go. Did I get my game back? Yes, I did. That's just ready to be reset and sold. So 100% on that one, good to go. No issues there. These are my good controllers. Let's take a look at these controllers. Alright, let's look at this one. And we're going to see what it charges at. Alright, so this is charging at 5 volts at 200 milliamps. Nothing. So 200 milliamps, 5 volts. So that one appears to be charging. Let's check this one. That one appears to be charging slightly faster. So I will charge these up yet again. Shouldn't have to keep charging them. That's weird. Okay, so they're gonna charge up. Yeah. I'm done anyways. I am done. That's what I had for today. The power supply, I put the links in the description. If you have any questions, email me. Here are the email and the links and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.